talking this morning, and it's always a pleasure having this young man in studio with me, Taekwondo. And, and you should know by now when I say Taekwondo, who I'm talking about. In Aruba this time, and he was even nominated for Sportsman of the Year, Sportsperson, I should say, of the year, because it's male and female. So
yeah, for Taekwondo, not
for
the sports
still,
award, but still, yeah,
still for
thing.
Taekwondo, still, Kadeem Niblat here with us this morning, Taekwondo martial artist in Aruba this time. You are all over the world. And now you're in Aruba. And I love how you're sporting your medals. Let's start with the medals. Where are these from?
These two are from Aruba. Both of them are from Aruba at the championship last weekend gone. I've been there since the 17th, came back on the 25th. The tournament was the bomb. It was one of my hardest for the year, because, it's my second for the year, but it was my hardest because I had 2 fights, and then I had to fight in a heavyweight category. So I had my weight category, and then I have the option of fighting or not in a heavyweight category. And it was, honestly, it brought a lot of realization for me.
Do tell how, because you're accustomed to your weight, but now you're in the heavyweight. So how was that different for you?
Well, the guys are heavier, they're stronger, they're bigger. The opponent that I had, he wasn't bigger, and I really, really underestimated the guy because he looked shorter than me. But when I went up against him, he was a good fighter, but he was so aggressive. He was even more aggressive than me because I honestly didn't expect it, because I was expecting a cool fight, a cool run through, but I didn't expect that much intensity. So after the first round, he was leading. It was like 5-3 or something like that. And I was getting so frustrated in that first round. And only after my break, I went back to my coach, and she was like, hey, here's what, this is not your weight category, so you can't fight them like how you fight in your weight. So, you have to change stuff around. So we had a little talk for that minute. And I went back in, and it was a whole different ball game. It was a more calmer fight because he was so aggressive that if I try to fight with aggression, then it's not going to work out, I eventually won.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You see, look at that.
And I won by a very huge gap. It was like 23-14 or something like that.
Oh my, Kadeem, you
yeah.
make me prouder and prouder every time I speak with you.
Yeah. So my weight category fight was very smooth, I wouldn't say easy, because none of my fights are easy, but the guy was good. But it's my weight category, so I trained for that. I trained to win. So.
Oh my goodness. So, do you think that you want to actually branch out into the heavier category, leave your category a little bit, and because this was like, how often have you fought out of your category, really, in the heavier weights?
I'm now starting to get into it. Like at training, I would not try out, like I would train with the bigger guys. Or even when I just started, because of my size, everything, I would train with bigger guys. But I've never competed nationally or internationally with heavyweight athletes. Because of my weight now, and because of training, I can't lose a lot of muscle weight, and I don't have a lot of fat to lose. So it's kind of hard to maintain it. So I'm now like dealing with my nutrition issues pertaining to maintaining my -80. And then there's so many people that's depending on me now to go out there and win. So I can't just branch off into a category that I know nothing about, because clearly after Aruba, I knew nothing about it. So like, it's not really easy for me to step into that category with so much dependent happening, with so much not enough information on it, I've been training -80 kilograms for as long as I know, because I was always super heavy. But now I'm kind of graduating over it, so now I have to drop back down on it, But it's not easy to just step into it, so I don't intend to. I've gotten a lot of advice, a lot of counseling on it, like, hey, you know what, it's not a good idea, because you can train for it, but then I have World Championships, I have Suriname coming up.
Okay.
And these things are not tournaments that you just go and say, hey, you know what, I want to fight in
Let's
that
just try it,
category.
yeah.
So, but Aruba, I could have tried it, and I mean, I almost lost, but I had the mentality and everything. But when you think about it, hey, it's not easy for you to get into that category, and just think that you can win or give bigger guys and heavier guys a fight that you would give a minus 80 kg.
But you're still young, and you're still, you know, trying to perfect your weight category. So you're still young in that respect. Do you think that as you get older, though, that may change, and you do want to actually branch out? You've won enough medals, you've done the bit, you've been around, you know, and you've done the competitions, and now I want to actually get into that heavyweight. You want to try to get into that heavyweight. Not right now, because you're still young in it, and you're still, as I said, you know, trying to get your foundation and your medals. But do you think in the future that may be an option?
Well, World Championships is around the corner, 24th of June.
And I mean years ahead, huh? Not
Well, yeah. But what I'm saying is years ahead, and now the game would just keep getting advanced and advanced.
Okay.
So your weight category would never, ever be the same every time.
Okay.
So that weight category would always keep getting advanced. There would be stronger and heavier, stronger and more intense people that are in that weight category. So chances of you saying, okay, you know what, I'm tired of beating out this category, let me go up into, nah, it doesn't work too much like that.
So you get that variety, that workout in a sense for in your category. So you don't get bored in a sense and say, okay, listen, I've had enough of this time for me to move on. You don't reach to that point. You don't get to that point.
No, you don't ever get to that point.
All right. What's next for Kadeem? What's happening next? Aruba medals. So what's next?
Well, first I want to say thank you so much to Amalgamated, because I've been with them for 2 years, and I wrote them a letter, and so easily, and they accepted, you know, and they decided, hey, what, we're gonna help you get to your dream without asking for any, you know, hey, you know, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. It was never like that. It was so easy. It's so easy to communicate. I mean, and I'm proud, like, to wear their uniform. I was always proud, but now I can say, you know what, yeah, I'm from Amalgamated, you know. So that's one new thing that has happened. Amalgamated has joined me in reaching my Olympic goal, reaching World Championships.
Thank you, Amalgamated.
Getting there. I mean, they're also helping with branding and getting me out there as well. My next tournament is Suriname Open, which is the 10th of June, right around the corner, which I have to train for. And then there's the big boy stuff that I've never been to World Championships. Excuse me. There's Suriname Open, World Championships happening later in June, and then there's a camp in July, and after that, it's just intense training for next year.
You know, you say intense training. I wonder if there's ever a point in time when there isn't intense training.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kadeem, for coming once
here.
again. It's always a pleasure to have this young man on set with us, an inspiration to young people. Kadeem Nablat, Taekwondo martial artist, and you hear any medals all the time. I mean, look at that. Congratulations to this young man,
Thank you.
and taking Trinidad and Tobago all over the world.